Alright, what's up y'all? It is your boy UncleKevDawg tapping in for a new video. Today we're hitting back, and last time we hit back we started off with some deadlifts, and so we're going to be starting off with deadlifts again today, but definitely trying to increase that weight since we are used to the movement now, because it's not our first time doing it in months, or I don't even know the last time I did hex bar deadlifts. But anyways, I will check in with y'all at the gym. Tonight we are flying to Reno, Nevada. We have a wedding tomorrow for my cousin Courtney. Shout out to Courtney Canine. I doubt you'll ever probably see this, but it's all good. She's kind of like the first one in our generation of kids to get married, I guess you could say. Like, I remember back in the day when we'd have Thanksgiving and Christmas up at the cousin's house, so there was the children's table. So it was like me, my sister, Courtney, her sister Laura, Krista, several others, and she's the first one to get married. So we're all super fired up for her. We're happy for her and Gage, who's the dude she's getting married to. I haven't met him before, but I'm sure he's a good dude. And yeah, I'm excited. And so tonight the flight doesn't leave until about 10:30 p.m. Central Time, which is kind of a shitty time for a flight because I don't think we're getting into Reno until about 1 a.m. And then we got to go to the Airbnb where me and my mom and my sister are staying. But anyways, it should be a fun weekend. I don't think I'm going to be able to record much, but none of that matters. All that matters right now is we're about to crush a snack, most likely an adult PB&J. And then I'll see you all at the gym. All right, peace out. All right, y'all. We know what it is. It is the Tarzan Back Day 2.0. Last time we started off with hex bar deadlifts. We did 185 for our working sets. And again, we're going for 12-12 and then 10-10 as far as the rep and set scheme. And this time we decided to bump it up to 205. And it was still pretty light, I'm not going to lie. I think it was really only the last set that I struggled with. And again, we're doing 45-second rest intervals between these sets. So I think we're going to be able to get up to 225 for reps pretty easily. And then I think after that, it'll probably start to get challenging to increase the weight every time. But we'll just have to wait and find out. And then again, we moved on to these rows, these cable rows, seated cable rows. I really like this grip. It's not too wide. It's not too narrow. I really get a nice stretch, but I definitely feel it in my lower lats, and I can get a nice squeeze. And so this is going to be probably one of my staples of the back program moving forward. I usually would probably start off with like pull-ups, but you know, we're following the program and this is what it calls for. But this is a movement that I'm used to. I'm glad that all these movements I've at least done before for the most part, and really not just for the back workout, but the full program. And now I just got to start on increasing weight and I guess maybe maintaining weight for some of them. If I end up losing 10 pounds, I guess we'll have to wait and find out. But now we moved on to some lat pull downs. And, you know, these were pretty challenging. At this point, I'm pretty tired. But the first set, you know, really the first two sets, we were going as heavy as we can, still trying to get at least 10 to 12 per set. And you know, you guys can definitely see the back working. I definitely think at this point, if I was to do like normal pull-ups, I may have not been able to get the volume that I did. And then really for the last two sets of this exercise, we really backed off the weight. We were only doing like 110 pounds or 115 pounds on the machine. And we were really getting that volume in, right? And now we are doing close grip single lat pull downs or whatever the name of the exercise is. You guys get the point. And we did 5 sets of this. At this point, like, my back is already cooked, and you know, 5 seems a little bit excessive. I may try to in the future see if I could do like 3 sets of this and then do a couple sets of pull-ups, just so I still, I don't know, I'm weird about pull-ups. Like, pull-ups, I feel like I built my whole back off pull-ups. So now that I'm not doing conventional pull-ups, whether it's neutral grip, close grip, or underhand grip, it just feels weird to me, and I really don't want to lose momentum in my pull-up game as far as doing weighted pull-ups. So I may ask my trainer if I could include a few additional pull-ups, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, am I going to get weaker doing lat pull-downs versus pull-ups? Like, will it make a material difference? Maybe my biceps will get smaller. Maybe if I try to go back to doing weighted pull-ups, I'll be a lot weaker. I don't know what the implication is. And maybe it's all in my head. Maybe it just really doesn't freaking matter, and it's all made up in Uncle Kev Dawg's head. But nonetheless, we're still getting that work in. You guys can definitely see the side delts, the rear delts pop in, and that was the last back exercise. So we did 4 exercise totals, and then we moved on to biceps. And the last time, the first week that we did these rope hammer curls, I didn't really like it, to be honest. It had been a while, but these felt a lot better the second time around. I think I really tried to control the weight a little bit more and really squeeze at the top and try to go a little bit slower on the way down. I still think there's some room for improvement, but you guys can definitely see the arms working. And I was really sore after this workout too. Like, I had a little glitch in my bicep, so obviously this program is working. And then we moved on to some just normal barbell curls. Again, we got the 50 pounds. This is starting to feel light. Maybe next time we can jump up to the 55 or the 60s. But that's been my kryptonite with biceps. I feel like I go too heavy, and so maybe I'll just stick with the 50s until I can get like 15 to 20 reps, and then maybe I'll bump up the weight. I don't know. I'll have to ask my trainer what he thinks. I don't know. Maybe biceps are starting to be less of a weak point for me, but I think just the ratio with the tricep, the bicep, I want to make sure that I'm not, losing ground on that. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this workout. It was definitely tough. Again, we're doing cardio in between the sets, and we're just trying to get as many reps as possible, super high volume. All right, y'all, we are back from the gym. Hope you guys enjoyed that little back workout. I'm starting to actually really enjoy those deadlifts. It's definitely super high rep and high volume, 10 to 12 reps per set. But I think over time, we're going to be able to get that weight up. We're going to go from where we're at now, about 205 again reps, to maybe 225, and then 245, and then 275. Well, maybe that's a little bit aggressive, especially if we're cutting weight, but you guys get the point. We're trying to get stronger on all our lifts despite cutting. Anyways, we're about to head to the airport. I just called an Uber, and I will see y'all in Reno. Peace out. Good morning, y'all. We are in Reno, Nevada. I've actually never been here before, but I didn't realize that it's kind of in the mountains. I guess that makes sense because it's near Lake Tahoe with all the snow. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a mountain in the background. We're about to do a little run here. I haven't been on an actual outside run in a hot minute, so I'll see y'all afterwards. Probably gonna go for maybe 2-3 miles. We'll see what happens. Peace. All right, what's up, y'all? We just got done with the run. We went about 25 minutes, and then we did a cool down, a nice little walk for about 5 minutes, and then we did some calf raises and some stretching. I'm not gonna lie, it's super pretty out here. The sky is super blue. You can see the mountains with the snow in the background. I don't know if you guys can see it. Maybe some clouds up there, but anyways, we're about to go home and, or I guess back to the Airbnb. We're gonna shower, eat some food, and I'll check in with y'all later. We may be at the wedding. We may be doing something else out and about around the city of Reno, maybe a casino. Maybe we're going to be able to get some of our money back from Vegas that we lost a couple weekends ago, but I'll keep you all posted. Peace. What's up, y'all? We are back in Dallas, Texas. We are back from Reno, from the wedding. It was a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It definitely felt like part family reunion, part wedding. Super happy for Courtney and Gage. I think they're probably on their way to their honeymoon or something like that right now. But anyways, we're gonna end the clip here. And if you made it to this point in the clip, you're a freaking real one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the back workout. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the little clips from the wedding. I think I'm gonna start running more. Now it is a couple days later and my calves are still sore from the run we did that morning in Reno when we first got there. And it was kind of fun. I think that'll probably be a good way to just shake it up. I was playing a lot of basketball probably the last like 4 months, but I sprained my ankle and I'm almost recovered from the ankle sprain. But I think if I was to get injured again playing basketball, or not even injured, just like hurt, that would really mess up the momentum I have in this program. So I might start running, and then if I shoot basketball hoops, I'll probably just shoot around and not go super hard. But anyways, you'll just have to wait and find out. If you made it to this point in the video, again, you're a freaking real one. I appreciate y'all, appreciate the love, and the 50 to 100 people that may be watching this, maybe more. Maybe this is the video that goes viral because of the wedding, because of the back day, because of UncleKevDawg and Kodak, who's sleeping on the couch over here. He's always sleeping. But anyways, peace out, y'all. See y'all later.